Today we're breaking down one of the biggest stories hitting the Nigerian travel community right now. The new U.S. visa bond requirement for B1/B2 visas. Starting January 21st, 2026, many Nigerians applying for business or tourism visas to the United States could be required to post a refundable bond of up to $15,000. That's millions of naira at current rates. This isn't a full ban, but for a lot of people, the cost makes it feel like one. If you're planning a trip for business, family visits, conferences, or just tourism, this changes the game completely. In this video, we'll cover the background of the policy, the exact details, how it impacts everyday Nigerians, reactions online and in the news, alternatives, and practical advice. Stick around till the end for tips on what you can do. If this affects you, hit that like button now. Let's get this video out to everyone who needs to know. And drop in the comments. Have you applied for a US visa recently? Yes or no? Let's see the numbers. So why now? The U.S. Department of State launched this as a pilot program in August 2025 to tackle high visa overstay rates. They target countries where data shows more people stay beyond their authorized time, plus other vetting challenges. It started small with just a couple of African nations, but it's expanded fast. In early January 2026, they added 25 more countries, bringing the total to 38, mostly in Africa, around 24, with some in Latin America, Asia, and the Caribbean. Nigeria was added in this latest round, effective January 21st, 2026. This comes after other recent U.S. restrictions on certain visas, citing overstay rates. Nigeria's has been reported around 5 to 6% for B1/B2 in past data and security concerns. The U.S. calls it facilitative, meaning consular officers can issue the visa with the bond instead of denying it outright if they see risk. But in reality, the high amount makes it tough for many applicants. Quick question for you. Do you think this is fair enforcement or too harsh? Comment your thoughts below. Let's get into the specifics so you know exactly what to expect. Who it affects. Nigerian passport holders applying for B1/B2 visas. Business, B1. Tourism/visitor, B2, or the combination. This doesn't apply to student, work, or other visa types, at least not yet. Bond amounts, $5,000, $10,000, or up to $15,000. The consular officer decides the exact amount during your interview, based on your profile. How to pay. After approval at the interview, you submit DHS Form I-352 immigration bond and pay online through the U.S. Treasury's Pay.gov platform. It's full payment, no installments. When you get it back, super important. Full refund if the visa is denied. Full refund if you don't travel before the visa expires. Full refund if you enter the U.S. and depart on time. DHS tracks your exit. No refund if you overstay, violate visa conditions like unauthorized work, or apply for status changes like asylum. Extra rules. Bonded visa holders must enter and exit only through designated ports like JFK, New York, Washington Dulles, Boston Logan, and others added recently, Atlanta, Chicago, LA, etc. Big disclaimer. Paying the bond does not guarantee visa approval. You still have to prove strong ties to Nigeria to show you'll return, job, family, property, finances, etc. At today's exchange rates, $15,000 is over 25 million Nigerian nairas. That's a massive amount for most people. Think house deposit, school fees, or years of savings. Show pros/cons table. Pros for the U.S. Helps reduce overstays. Cons for applicants. Huge financial barrier plus uncertainty. Impacts on Nigerians. 14 to 1900 hours. Relatable B-roll. Families at airports, business meetings, young professionals. Keep tone empathetic. This hits hard. For regular Nigerians, teachers, entrepreneurs, traders, families wanting to visit relatives. This could make U.S. travel impossible. Many simply can't raise that kind of money quickly. Business takes a hit. Entrepreneurs missing conferences, partnerships delayed, opportunities lost. Family reunions, graduations. medical trips, all at risk. It affects the diaspora too. Harder to bring family over or visit back home. While some say it's needed to address overstays, it feels like a blanket punishment, especially when incomes in affected countries are much lower. Pause here. At 25 million Nigerian Iras plus, could you or your family afford this bond? Let me know in the comments. Social media and news outlets are exploding with this. Headlines from Premium Times, Punch, Vanguard, and others call it a $15,000 barrier, or de facto ban. On X, reactions range from anger. This is discriminatory against Africans, to calls for reciprocity. Nigeria should require bonds for U.S. visitors too. Some blame local issues like high overstays, while others say focus on building Nigeria, so people don't need to leave. Influencers and everyday people are sharing stories of canceled plans. The debate is heated. Fair border control or economic punishment? What's your take? Drop in the comments. Let's discuss. Don't give up yet. Here's what you can do. Strengthen your application. Show unbreakable ties, stable job, property, family, savings, previous travel history. Look at other destinations. Canada, UK, Schengen Europe, UAE/Dubai, South Africa. Many have easier processes for Nigerians. If the bond applies, start saving early. Explore family pooling, but be careful with risks, or wait. Policies sometimes change. Always check official sources, travel.state.gov, or the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria. Avoid unofficial agents promising shortcuts. Prepare well, and monitor updates. The program runs as a pilot through mid-2026. To sum up, from January 21st, 2026, Nigerians may need a $5,000 to $15,000 refundable bond for B1/B2 U.S. visas. It's aimed at curbing overstays, but the cost is a major hurdle for many. Stay informed, this could evolve. If this video was useful, like, share it with anyone planning U.S. travel, and subscribe for more updates on visas and global opportunities. Comment your questions or experiences below. I'll be checking. If we get 500 shares, I'll follow up with more on visa alternatives. Thanks for watching, safe travels, and see you in the next one.